It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and I'm in the garage this morning, and I am going to set up a little bit of a chainsaw test. I want to test to see if this belief that this hard-held belief that people have that if you cut your chainsaw teeth unevenly, that it will cut crooked. So let's see. Dug through all my chains and I found a chain that barely has any wear. I might have used it one time or two, whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to sharpen the chain like we normally do. But then after that, I am going to go and I'm going to sharpen one side, say the left cutters. I'm going to sharpen it right down to the safety line. Right there, you see this little line? That's a safety line. And you should never sharpen it past that. So I'm going to sharpen it right to the safety line. Okay, so I'm going to put my electric chain sharpener in the vise. Okay, so now we'll go to 30 degrees and do the other side. I got the chain sharp. We're going to adjust the rakers, and we're going to get this chain to a good level, a level where this chain will go out and it'll cut good. And then we're going to throw it back in the chain sharpener. We're going to cut down one whole side. We are going to have a chain that is fully sharpened. Then we're going to sharpen it way uneven, more than anyone could ever hope to sharpen it uneven. And then we're going to try it. And my guess is it'll pull. And then we're going to cut down the rakers, check the rakers out in the field, and get it to a good level, and then we'll cut. And my guess is that it'll cut pretty even. We're going to mark this. Just feel it. Okay, so there we go, and we're going to throw this back in the chain sharpener. Okay, so now we're going to sharpen only one side, and I'm not going to cut all that down in one go because I don't want to totally destroy my wheel or anything, so... So basically, I don't want to take off too much at once, so I've been going around, screw it in a little bit, go around, screw in a little bit. And man, It actually takes quite a bit of sharpening just to get those down to that safety line. So I'm going to keep sharpening and hopefully I get this done today. Okay, so there you go. You can clearly see there's a good tooth, which is the right one, and then there's the left one, which is cut. So every second one, so all the left teeth I took off. So we're going to see if this thing probably should pull to the right. I think what's happened here is big money has kind of taken over the chainsaw culture, if you could say that. I think back in the day when people just used a file, they sharpened their chainsaws just fine. And I think when people started coming out with $100 sharpeners, they had to make some catastrophe, something that you were doing wrong, or something that if you just had their sharpener that it would do better. And the only way I think you might possibly ever see it, which most people don't do, is running a Alaskan sawmill, where you're cutting for 8 feet straight. But for the normal guy cutting firewood, it doesn't translate into any benefit in my book. We are going to go out and we're going to give this a try out in the field, and we're going to see how this works. So we are going to swap out this chain, and we're going to see if the chain that we sharpened horribly is going to cut crooked or straight. So let's see. Make sure it's in the sprocket. This is why I come out with a few chainsaws, because I find it a bit of a pain to be out here when you're wanting to cut wood and change chains. Whoa, dropped it. I'm kind of interested to see how well it cuts after sharpening it so horribly. I can't imagine anyone sharpening it that bad, so let's give it a try. Okay, so we're gonna make a few cuts and see how straight it cuts. I would say that sharpening your teeth uneven causes it to cut crooked is false. I said it. It cut straight, but it cut awful. And that's because I went with the sharpener and I sharpened the tooth all the way back without adjusting the raker. We're going to adjust the raker and we're going to see how well it cuts. Good. We're getting there now. Oh, is this one? I adjusted the rakers, so this saw actually should cut pretty good. So we're gonna give it a try and see how straight it cuts. Okay, so there you go. These are the shavings. It's not anywhere near as nice as the other ones, but it's probably because it is sharp and uneven. Thing is does it cut crooked? And it just doesn't. I can cut 2 lines. Like, that is pretty dead on. All these discs. There is no reason you need any more accuracy than that. So there you go. Sharpening your teeth uneven does not cause it to cut crooked. The rakers don't even do that, so it's probably your bar or something like that. So this myth, it does not translate into real world when someone tries it. So all those people that passionately fight and say that if you don't sharpen your chain even, it'll cut crooked, it's just not true. So you guys have a good one.